back in the famous Netherlands. We have been fishing for 2 nights now, and the pike fishing has been absolutely incredible. We have had so many big pike, and I haven't done any filming at all because fishing has been so good. So I just been totally focused. Last night we had 5 fish above 17 kilos in 5 hours of fishing. We had 17, 17, 17, 19, and 20 plus same day of fishing. That's absolutely incredible. But so tonight I thought, why not do just a little bit of them to show you guys how it all was. I got some good Garmin clips and some videos of the fish. So today I'm gonna show you a bit of the fishing itself, and hopefully gonna make a video that teaches you guys about how we are targeting the pike this time. We're fishing a new area for us. It's nighttime fishing still, so it's clear water, but not totally clear. So it's really good for the night fishing for us. So I'm gonna take you out in the dark and tell you how we found this big fish. So hi guys, and welcome in the dark. Dad has gotten sick unfortunately, so couldn't make it. He had to stay home on the best pike day ever, so it feels really strange to be out without him. It's something we found together, so usually we like to fish it together as well because it just feels right. But I'm gonna start here and see if the pike is home. Maybe fish for them, catch a couple of big ones hopefully, and then I might go search some new spots and save a lot of the fish for hopefully that's gonna be tip top again tomorrow or the day after. So we just started, just put all the equipment down, and we have deep water out here, and we have an idea that the fish go at night to this big shallow plateau to sleep actually. So they are very, very slow, but you can wake them up. So we're fishing W8 vertical rod. Then we have my we fish for the pelagic, of course. So we have my pelagic line through system, where if the fish take the bait, you set the hook, and the back stinger will always hook the fish, no matter how hard they take it. So that's really good. And as I said, it's night, and they are really sleeping, so you need a big bright bait at night time for them to see it. So a big black one is going to be the easiest for them to find. So we're going to start with the big black one and see if we can find a big pike. Yesterday we had an amazing night, so they may be a little bit pressured. Normally we give them 1 day's rest, but they are really close to spawning, so we're really worried that if we let them rest for a couple of days more, they might go spawn, and then then the season is over for us. So we'll see what I can find. I'll be so slow for him again because it's so shallow, not to scare him. And I'll work our bait from the front of him. I never want to be on the back or behind the fish, because they're so scared at the moment. So I really want to be sure I present the bait in front of the fish and drag it towards him. So the first contact he has with the bait is like, he doesn't feel the bait, he sees the bait off in front of his head first, instead of feeling something wiggling up above his tail somewhere. So that's why we are doing some going around. I think he feels it right now. Yeah, he's coming up. He's big. He looks really big at least. Yeah, he's big. Come on. Yeah, he's coming up slowly, this one. Could be a really big one. He looks big. This one I don't think he's gonna take it. It's so slow. It's really freaking long. This one's big. Come on, please. And turn down. Let's talk a little bit about the perspective mode. What I have going is I have an LVS 62 because I used to test fish it, and I've just gotten used to it and stick with it. But a LVS 32 or 34 will work the same, equally the same, maybe a little bit better actually. But I have my live scope in the front and perspective mode, as told you, so it sees very wide but not so deep. But in the shallow water, it's just perfect for searching a lot of water off. Like, you see so much water. So I have set it to 40 meters at the moment, so I see a lot of water. But the tough thing is to learn about which settings to use and how to read it properly, because the issue with these pike is they are so hard on the bottom that you have a really hard time watching them on the perspective mode. Like you see, when I go around this area, there's a lot of big rocks, a lot of bream, a lot of sander, so it's really full of I used the orange color scheme, so it's full of yellow dots everywhere. Some areas more than others, but it's really about what to look for, because when the pike are sleeping like this, you're not gonna find one big yellow lovely mark with a big shadow behind it. So they will be very clear to see. You won't find that here. Very few of them at least. The fish is really hard on the bottom, so they look very similar to so much else. Like you see all of these yellow spots I have here in the front to the left and right. They could be a big pike, but it's all about seeing the small differences. I would really like, because these pikes are so tall, so even though they're hard on the bottom, there will be a shadow behind it because they are so big. So I really want there to be a yellow spot with a shadow right behind it. But also I don't want a really bright yellow spot as I usually do. That's usually not the biggest fish in the shallow water. I want a kind of like what do you say? It's not a very clear echo you get on your screen. It's very hard to tell, distinguish from a rock actually. It's not very bright or yellow. It's just a little bit of a color difference compared to the bottom. Hopefully a little bit long, and then just with a small shadow right behind it. That's really what I'm looking for. So I'm actually not looking at the forward at all while searching around, because I know what to look for on the perspective, and I will see them on perspective before I will on my forward mode. So I really just go around these S curves to look as so much water as I probably can. As you see now, I have so many spots to look at, so it's really hard to. For me, for everybody, it's hard until you know what to look for. But your brain has to work all the time to see what is that. Oh, that's a big pike, and then go catch it hopefully. So it's not relaxing fishing. It's no trolling or sitting with a float or anything like that. It's you have to be very focused all the time to be able to see these big fish. Also, you can see the difference on the color. Like you see right now, there's not a lot of color on the screen because we have very muddy bottom. But you see out here on the left, if I turn out here, we have hard bottom. Like it's not rocks on the surface or mushrooms, but it's just harder underneath. So there's not that big layer of silk that the pike can stand in and relax in. So we have not seen a single big fish on the hard bottom yet. No, none of them are there. They are all in the mud. And some of them we get up and they have mud on the belly and stuff like that. So they are really in sleeping mode in here. This one is not that big compared to the others, but still should be a nice fish. Oh, here we are. He's coming up. Might be a sander actually. I think it's a bigger sander, yeah. At least I have a fish on. I think it's a sander. Quite decent sander maybe. Yeah, for sure. It's a nice sander. 80 plus. Not the target species, but who can't stop for an 80 plus sander? Not a huge pike, not a huge sander at all, but nice pike catch. For some reason the fish is not built right down here in the Netherlands. The fish is really big, beautiful, and they can get very big as well, but usually they are long and lean. The height from neck to belly is never really that crazy built, so they get really nice and long, can be decently heavy, but they never get built like carp. See ya. Hope you guys can see a bit my light. Where I have my light usually just fucks with me at the moment, so I can't really get it to straighten up so you can see anything. So now I have the light down instead of up, which is bad for the lighting, but it's better than nothing. I have a fish that looks a little bit better here. Again, hard on the bottom, tough to see, but this one should be big. On perspective mode, it looked really big, and he's coming up right away. He's gonna take it. Come on, baby, go. You're big. Yeah, you're big. Yeah, you are big. Yeah, big fish on. Like really big one. Like a really big one. Hard to say if it's a 12 kilo fish or 20 kilo fish. He's just banging his head. He's right here. Oh yeah. Oh, big shakes. Oh, really big. Like really big. Like 20 kilos, maybe. Oh my god, this is the one. This is the one I'm after tonight. I'll take my light in my mouth so I can see something. Oh. He's only hooked right in the lip. Oh, he's tangled on the line now. Come back. Oh my god, so fat. and he is in the net. Not 20 kilo fish, but it's a 15-16 kilo fish. It's around, I think it's around 120, and it's just completely fat. No gloves, keep your hands kinda safe, but it's a good one. It's a really nice one. That is a little tangled mess, but oh, don't you go anywhere. You see, a little bit tangled, but on the 20s, it's the old black mamba color. Now it's called something black magic, I think so. It's a really good color for night fishing. Let's see this fish. She's very fresh, so just keep it in the water until everything's ready. So, measure board, sling to weigh her, and this old sling, I know you guys are gonna laugh at this sling, but it is the most precise thing to use in the waves on the water. It is extremely precise compared to an electronic scale. It's a big one. Calm down, calm down. Trying to be careful with these big fish when you lift them. Put her on the bump. She is 120, 1, 2, 3, 123, and extremely fat. She's gonna be 16, 17 kilos. Chill out. Oh my god, I wish I had my GoPro on. Really be careful with these fish because they're so heavy they might break if you hold them the wrong way. But look at this one, 17.5, 6 kilos. Oh, built like a tank. Built like an absolute tank. I hope it's watchable. Oh. And will there go? And they are just so fresh in this cold water. See ya. This fishing is crazy. Like, the length of them is still really good. We had fish up to 129 centimeters, but it's because they're so close to spawning and they are eating really big breams. So they are this tall. It's insane. And all the way they're fed from head to tail. Just built like fish in stock trout waters, but even though they're not. So 123, almost 124 is an amazing fish always, but when they're this fat, they're just something special. Even though you Germans don't care about how heavy they are, we do. Well, we have light. Nice. Well, I just caught a big fish without you guys showing because I didn't get to press the record button. The fish was just right under me suddenly and had to fish. So, but this one is 127 or 8. I'm gonna measure again, and 18.4 kilos. As 18. Look at what we have here. Ridiculously big fish. I'm gonna go again. See what we can do. She's on the wrong side, but I think I can manage to flip her over. Oh my god. Yeah, she's freaking long. She's so built. Relax, girl. Let's grab my phone for a second. So you guys see, the head is all the way up. And I'll try that again, but without her slipping. Head is all the way up. And the fish is one. Oh, she can go a bit back for like that. Head up, 128. So, we are back in the dock. I have now been, after I caught those 2 monster fish the first hour, I've been searching around a new place for 2 hours. Like, it's amazing catching big fish, but I feel like, if you guys know what, when you find something with your fishing partner, which in this case is my dad, it just feels wrong going back there fishing the same spot and the same technique without them. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm very happy about the fish, but it just feels wrong not having him there. I'm gonna go back on the way home and maybe catch one more big fish, but I'm not gonna hammer the spot. I'm gonna save the fish for tomorrow when he's hopefully well again. But I then looked at the map and found some other spots that is really similar, and it's quite funny. We have the same depth, the same deep water close by. It's the same kind of plateau with some tops and some holes. There's a lot of bream and sander, but there's no pike at all. I think it's because the bottom type is a little bit different. We have a little bit harder bottom in this area, and I think in this place at night the pike go to areas to relax and sleep actually, because all the fish are just in the bottom, not moving at all. They are really sleeping. So I think if the bottom is a little bit too hard, and they don't have this layer of silk and mud to be in, they don't want to sleep here. I've been searching around 2 hours, 3 different areas now, and I haven't seen a pike at all, like at all. And they have very similar spots, but there's a little bit of difference in the bottom. Like when you go a little bit deeper in these spots, for example, now I'm in 8 meters, very muddy. But it's like they want to be a little shallower compared to that area. Like 5 to 7 meters is really key, and I don't know why, but the bottom type and the water depth is really what I think is dragging the fish to that area. I'm trying to find an area that has the same conditions, but at the moment that's really tough. I also think it's funny, like what's the difference? Like, of course the technology has a lot to say about this. Fishing would not be possible without Garmin at my side. That's for sure. And you can hate or love that kind of fishing. If you hate it, just keep scrolling or something. But for me, it's really fun because you learn so much about the fish. You get knowledge about how pike and sander and perch live in a way that you could never do without these electronics. Also, that gives you opportunity to catch them in a fun way. I think all sight fishing is fun, like casting to sea trout in the surface, or fishing a trout in the surface in a small river, seeing them eat mayflies, or seeing big pike and sander 8 meters down eating big big shats. It's always great fun. All sight fishing is fun. I can go fishing a week, not catching anything, but seeing some really big fish, tasting my bait, and my adrenaline will be really high, and I'll be happy. I get home, will be frustrated of course, but we'll still have had a really nice trip. But the fun thing here is there's so many people having these electronics. It's not only me. It's like thousands of people. And what is the difference between how I and Dad and I fish and compared to how others fish is we are never looking for feeding fish. We are never looking for an area where the fish are hunting and feeding. We don't want that, because when big pike, for example, or big sander especially, are feeding, they are really keen in on something. They know exactly what they want. If they're hunting roach or bream or something smaller, something bigger, they know exactly how the bait fish should look in that moment when they're hunting. So everything that's maybe just slightly off with your bait, they will just look at it and go down again. Compared to what we're looking for, we're always looking for passive or sleeping fish, because fish is smart but not that smart. So it's easier to trick that hunting instinct on a sleeping fish. Like they are sleeping, but they are still awake. So you can just, if you can place your bait perfectly the first time, so the first interaction the fish have with the bait is positive, like, oh, a snack right in front of me. So you just trigger the instinct, food, yes, go eat it, without having. They're not thinking about it. They're not going up. Oh, is it a bream? Is it a roach? Is this real? What is wrong? They just instantly think, oh, food. I gotta take that before it gets away. So that's why we always search for passive fish, and that's exactly what we're doing here. We know there's big pike in this lake, this humongous lake. It's ginormous, but I've never heard about people targeting them out here, and never at night at least. It's really just thinking outside the box. We know there was big fish here. They're really hard to catch at daytime because they see everything, but at nighttime it was all about finding them, because they are not in the same areas day and night out here. So we had to find them at night, and now we really found an area that's really productive. So it's always about thinking out the box, and just go out there and try it. So tip number 1: go fishing. Quit YouTube, stop this video right now, and go fishing if you can. It's really key to finding out something new. And then don't be scared to try new spots and just doing something crazy. If you find big fish and you can't catch them, do something crazy. You're fishing bright baits, normally fish natural baits, and vice versa, do the opposite. Just do something, think outside the box sometimes, do something different. Even though this water's murky, and usually nighttime fishing is in clear water, we fish here at night. Just to do something different that the pike has never seen. And lots of these big fish, you can just tell they have never been caught before. There's not a scale wrong with them. They're big, beautiful, healthy, strong all the way to the tail, and I think it's because we try to do something different every now and then, like always, and of course fish a lot. So don't be scared to catch zero. For example, what I'm doing now, I have the world's best pike fishing right behind me, 2 kilometers behind me. Like the world's best pike fishing. I can go down there and catch 5 fish above 15 kilos in the next couple of hours. But instead of doing that, because I know that hopefully it's nothing. I just think I can, but I know that they will be there again tomorrow when that is hopefully better. So now I spend the time searching something new instead. Like think outside the box, prepare yourself. So maybe tomorrow, if the fish is not there, I have an idea of where maybe to find fish, or maybe I find something even better. Even though fishing is good, you never know. But so far, nope. There's really no fish in this area compared to what I just came from. So hi guys, day number 2. We just made it out. Dad is with me in the boat finally, and we have a really big pike on the screen. So a big pike. The face is in the other end of the bait, so I'm just backing up to get the bait presented perfectly. Dad is keeping high above the fish so it doesn't get spooked. And now we are really close to the face. I'll have to go a little to the left, but she could see it. Yeah, she's coming up fast. She's coming up fast. She's gonna take it. She missed the bait. She missed the bait. Missed the bait. It wasn't even close. It was like a really big fish. I guess we'll find out hopefully. Now we're right on his nose again. Yeah, she's coming up. Nice tempo. She's gonna take it right now. Yeah, big fish on. Really big fish. Godt moderfanget. Jeg tager tadusen op. Jeg bakker. Er den stor? Nej, var ikke så langt, var den det? Looked like a really fat fish. Not sure it's ginormous, but it looked really big. Er det her? Ja. Hvad fanden? And she is in. Den er længere end du tror. Den er 100, ja, næsten 120 tror jeg. Ja, 14 kilo fisk. I think it's around a 14 kilo fish. And we've been fishing for 6 minutes. So pike heaven, we are back. Oh, let's take a look at you. So when the fish is hooked deep, or with the bait completely gone, it's not stuck in the net, we take the fish out in the sling, keep it calm, and then unhook it together. It's really fast for the fish to have the quickest trip out of the water. Det er 17,5 med slynge. 17.5 with the sling, that's 16.3. And she's gonna be long. I think it's 125. At least. It's really long. We'll put it on the measure board. 124. So, we just did photos with this fish. 124 and 16.3. Another massive pike from Piketown. Like massive pike. She missed me already. So we've been fishing 5-6 minutes, and this place is absolutely crazy. So I'm back in the small fish country Denmark after an amazing trip to the Netherlands. I hope this video gave you guys an idea of how amazing the fishing this fishing actually was, because it was out of this world. So I did filming 2 nights, and we had decent fishing. But I have so many clips of so many big fish that I really want to show that I'm gonna get asked about a lot. So I'm gonna use the last couple of minutes of this video to show some of these absolute monsters that came in the boat the first and the second night before we started filming. So thanks you guys for watching everything, and enjoy these monstrous fish, because there's gonna be more than a year before we can target them again. But I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you have any questions about using of the electronics or gear and stuff like that, just leave it in the comments. I will make sure to answer you this time, even though I've been bad previously. So hopefully I'll see you guys out on the water. 125, 19 kilos. Look at that belly. them